Hi everybody and welcome to Chat with Kat. It is a very special month for all of you that do not know. It is Disability Awareness Month and Spina Bifida Awareness Month. And I know that today's the second, so I did miss the first day, but I was doing some research for my audience to find out what they want me to talk about. So because I missed day one, I'm going to try to combine a few topics into today's video. So the first thing that was asked for me to speak about from my friend Bill Gregg is to talk about the fact that with spina bifida can come many other physical side effects. One being hydrocephalus, which is excess fluid in the brain, which for many of us, or actually all of us who have it, are then shunted at birth. And a shunt, a VP shunt, is a small tube that is put into the lower stem of the brain and connects down to your belly, and it helps drain the fluid that is developing in your brain. And some other things that we might deal with are kidney issues. I myself have been on dialysis for 18 years now due to kidney failure, which, as my doctor at the time said of my kidney failure, this was a long time coming. So that is another one of the issues that we may develop. But the interesting thing about spina bifida specifically is that it is known as the snowflake disability, meaning that there are no two people with spina bifida that have the same symptoms. So not all of us are born with hydrocephalus, not all of us are born with kidney failure or kidney issues. Some may have other issues like bowel issues and so on and so on. So there's many different things that can develop when you have spina bifida. So that is the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I think it's important because I'm going to transition into the second topic. I was sent a video by a friend of mine named Olivia, who is a wonderful advocate. And this video was really upsetting to me because it was of a woman speaking in front of her municipality and asking them to allow women who are pregnant to park in accessible parking areas. She went on to say that she was very upset when she was pregnant that she had to waddle around the parking lot in order to get to the entrance instead of having it easy like all of us and being in an accessible parking spot. Now, that is actually something that I kind of understand, so I'm not even upset about that. It was more the way that the municipality in Florida responded to this woman by saying, oh, so you want the rock star treatment? You want the rock star parking? To me, this was just such a sign of ableism and ignorance on this particular city, which I can't remember. I think it was Ocala, if I remember correctly. And it really upset me for someone of that stature that has a position in the government to be that ignorant. So I think it's important that we educate the masses about what disability really is, which is why I opened up with what life can be like for a person with spina bifida and all the things that come along with it, and why it's so important for us to have this rock star accessibility. And then lastly, I'm going to tie in a third subject because it actually goes along with this. I firmly believe that the best way to educate the masses is to start them out as children. That is why I have dedicated the last 15 years of my advocacy being a children's book author and writing stories that help children with and without disabilities have a better understanding of what life is like for a child with a disability, which is a pretty underserved population. Which brings me to my newest project. I will be putting out a book within the next couple of months with the help of my two amazing friends, Hector Del Valle and Daniel Ruiz, who are incredible advocates in their own right. If you don't know them, look them up. And the three of us are working on getting 12 children with varying disabilities to write and or submit an art project that will then be put into a book that we are calling Imagine That, Stories of Different Walks of Life. And that is my first edition of Chat with Kat for Disability Awareness Month. So have a great day, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
I'm sorry, huh?